All right, guys, good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the Morning Note. Today is Wednesday, October 6, 2021. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of G.A.R Capital. Welcome aboard. Thank you again for joining me this morning and every morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, talk about the markets and answer your questions. All right, before we begin, a couple of things. Make sure to click bottom right-hand corner of your screen if you're watching this, little white logo, click on that. Subscribe to our channel, like our videos, comment your questions, subscribe to our channel, don't miss anything. Right now, we are at 7,948 current subscribers. I would love to get to 10,000 by the end of the year. We're at 8,000 currently, or 7,948. So about 52 away from 8,000. So if you want to let some people know to follow this channel, if you love it, cool. If not, it's all good. Also, Twitter. I know I've been pounding the table on Twitter. Follow us on Twitter. Yes, we are right now 101 followers away from 12,000. Guys, if you like the Morning Note and you got some time during the day, you need to follow G.A.R Capital on Twitter. Breaking news, analysis, the retweets. I do the Twitter personally, so everything comes from me. So think of it as a live blog on the markets every day, letting you guys know what's going on before you begin your day, during the day, and after. I watch futures at night. I watch Bitcoin all day. I watch the futures in the morning as well. And of course, cash session, market session. So give us a follow on Twitter as well, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a thing. All right, now back to the markets. Dow futures are down 269 points, was a lot lower earlier today. NASDAQ down 0.95%, down 140 points. S&P futures down 39, down 0.90%. Russell 2000 futures down 1%. Crude oil is down 1% at 78.05 a barrel. 10-year yields right now 1.519. The dollar is hit really heavy resistance, big resistance. 94.27 up 0.32%. 94.50 is the resistance on DXY. Remember, I talk about DXY a lot as well, but again, the main three, E-mini futures, 10-year yields, and VIX. We'll go over the VIX here in a second. You can see here on the hourly that rejection there. Again, that helps tech, the dollar being strong, a dollar being weaker, slightly weaker. The VIX is up 7.37% at 22.87 currently. Gold is flat, 17.60 an ounce. Silver down 0.39%, 22.50 an ounce. Euro dollar down 50 pips, 115.46. 111.31 for the dollar yen, down 14 pips. Bitcoin is now testing the September highs, if not about to break it. 53,285 on the futures. Ethereum is down 0.84% currently. Let's take a look at Bitcoin real quick. I talked about levels on Twitter. If you want to take a look at that, here it is. Let me go ahead and scroll. Always fun to scroll. I tweeted this last night about Bitcoin. Here we go. Here are the levels to break if you want to take a look at Bitcoin. 52,940 is your first resistance. 52,930 is resistance 2. The all-time highs are 64,584. You can see the chart right here. Now we're about to break that. And then your next level is right around here, and then your all-time highs. We should get there. Again, I've been saying it. Bitcoin is going to boom, and crypto as well in the fourth quarter. I expect all-time highs to hit at least by the end of the month. That would probably be in line of what we're thinking here. So again, I'm probably watching about a little bit of Mara, a little bit of Riot, start positioning ourselves, maybe for some leaps, maybe a couple of weeks, maybe a month out. I'll take a look at the volume, but I'm definitely watching Bitcoin. Again, looking at this break here of the September highs, that'll get us closer to right around 58, 59,000, and then on to 64,564. So keep an eye on Bitcoin. That should be your focus today. Okay, so let's take a look at some pre-market movers this morning. Expect some red, obviously. Here we go. Palantir is up 7% pre-market. I own that stock. I love that stock. They just got a new U.S. Army contract. British Petroleum is down 1.34% as well. AstraZeneca down 0.70 on heavy volume. Dow Jones movers. Apple is down 1%. Coca-Cola is down 0.36%. Boeing is down 1.38%. Intel down about 1%. We got out of most of our calls for yesterday out already, so that's nice. Nvidia is down 1.67%. American Airlines down 3.26%. Occidental down 3%. Facebook down 1%, and Carnival down 1.69% on inflation worries. And just include any headline you want. It's all technical for the most part. Moderna's down 4.47%. Microsoft down about 0.84%. And I think I'm missing one. AMD down 1.23%. This morning, let's take a look at our charts and see what's going on. Then we're going to get to some Q&As. as my breakfast comes in on DoorDash. Here we go, 4,295 currently. Again, bottom range of this channel is right around 4260, 4265, let's call it. Again, we broke out of this range, out of this channel. We've been talking about that a lot. We came back down overnight on overnight weakness. Looks like we're going to test 4,300 on very strong ADP payrolls. These are private payrolls. The number on the payroll report, I'll go ahead and read it to you. It was released at 8:30 this morning. 568,000 jobs added. The estimate was 430,000 jobs added. Previous reading was 340,000. So there you go. So again, it doesn't give you a big hint on non-farm payrolls on Friday because that includes government numbers too. So this could give you a little bit of a hint, not really. So again, non-farm payroll is the big number, but again, a nice bump up as we're tapping right near support. The algos know what they're doing. So we're looking at here 4294. I expect us with this ADP number a little bit at least to give us some kind of optimism to maybe possibly hit 4316. That's not a lot, to be honest with you. That's around 430 on SPY currently. 4320 would be a nice break, but I wouldn't be surprised if we kind of just stay in this chop zone here unless we get some kind of news from Washington about a debt ceiling. I believe that a lot of business owners, a lot of CEOs are meeting with President Biden today, talk about the debt ceiling, so who knows what the hell is going to happen there. But for right now, it looks like a choppy session for the most part. I think around 4260, we should get a nice little bounce. 4320 would be your resistance, then would fall right back. So again, that's right around the 100-day moving average on the daily. Not much going on here. I wouldn't be doing much. The only thing I would be focused on today would be Mara and Riot. Any kind of Bitcoin proxy would help. Take a look at VIX. We did break down below as I expected, but we bounced, which really sucked. So again, I got into SPY calls on that break, expecting a breakdown to fill this gap here. It didn't happen. We actually got a gap up. So again, now you have a triple bottom with a triple top. Wow. So that's really a pain in the ass if you're a trader. So again, a lot of just chop here. You could see it. You could see that we were testing right around 2450, looking like it overnight. This morning, excuse me, came back down. A break of 2260 to the downside would be nice. That'd be your 50-day. I would go ahead and place an alert at 2210. Again, VIX is so important, guys. I know a lot of people are like, oh, who cares? No, man, it's important because that's your fear gauge. So again, we're not in a fear level either. 22 is not terrible. Anything below 20 is bullish to me. Again, there's a big gap to fill down at 1848. This is not a tradable security. This is just an index. Think of it as the Dow Jones. You can't trade the Dow Jones unless it's futures. You could trade VIX futures too. But again, you could see here that 2210 is our next level down. And then again, I don't believe in quadruple tops or quadruple bottoms. So something has to give. Either we're going to go ahead and break out here above 25, or we're going to break down below to 1853. My guess, if I had to take a guess, I think we do fill this gap to the downside to 1890 with a strong non-farm payroll number. And then we start getting into another week of October. Again, seasonality, guys, is very key. We know that October is usually weak. Let's see what we get. I'm expecting a bullish run for the end of the week. Again, possibly we'll get down to around 1890 on the VIX, and then we'll bounce up a little bit to round out next week, which could be a little choppy as well. We are at the 6th of October. Today is Wednesday. A little bit of a note here. October ends Dow worst 6 months, NASDAQ worst 4 months. Today, according to the Almanac, again, if you're into this crap, is bullish today. Bitcoin just broke about 53,760, which was a fib line. I'll let you guys know here. And then you also have tomorrow, Thursday, being a bear day, according to it. So let's take a look at Bitcoin together. I went ahead and made a chart as well. You can see now we're starting to cook here, guys. And you can see here that big fib line, 53,760. That was the level to break. Next is coming right around 58, 59. Expect that, guys. Bitcoin is going to rise. So again, you want to take a look at Riot. You want to take a look at Mara. Very, very important. Again, look for anything higher than, maybe 4,000, 5,000 for some unusual. I like 10,000. We'll take a look. I'll let you guys know if I see anything on Twitter. But for the most part, that should be in focus today. Starting to get a little bit more of a bounce and acceleration on E-mini futures. Again, maybe a possible scalp here and there on some tech names. Again, NASDAQ is fading a little bit. I still like financials. Energy could be a buy the dip opportunity. So again, take a look at those names. But the dollar is starting to pull back a little bit. that is good for Bitcoin. That's where we are today. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, thanks, Greg. Well, I'm doing well. Obviously, the Yankees lost last night. I had a friend of Instagram friend send me a picture saying Cowboys and Yankees fans. I guess there's more of them than me that are sad today. Well, you're not sad if you're a Cowboys fan. But I told him, I go, it's kind of weird. You would think that if I'm a Yankees fan, I would be a Giants fan, or if I'm a Cowboys fan, I'd be like a Texas Rangers fan. Well, what happened was that my grandmother is from Queens, New York, in Corona, Queens, a big Colombian area, obviously. She's a huge Mets fan. And me being a 6-year-old asshole, I was a troll. I said, oh, you like the Mets? I like the Yankees. That's what it was growing up. And then growing up when I was a baby, I got a gift, an NFL pillow, an NFL blanket. It was like all the little kind of like precious moments, babies, and they all had the helmets or the actual mascots. The Bengals one was kind of cool, but the Cowboys one is what I really like. Guys, I was like 3 or 4 years old when I had this blanket. I like the Cowboys. Keep in mind, I was born in 85. 89 was I was 4 years old. The Cowboys were 1-15 this year. That year, we drafted Troy Aikman, so I can't really say that I was a front runner. Cowboys haven't done shit since 95. Yankees haven't won much since, well, hasn't won anything, I believe, since 2011 or 2013 when A-Rod was there. So, I mean, I can't really say front runner. At least I'm not a Lakers fan. I'm a LeBron fan, so I'm a Knicks fan, for God's sake, and we suck. So, again, just there, people are going to be like, oh, you like Cowboys and the Yankees? 90s, right? But again, I liked them a long time ago before they were good. Just heads up. Is it time to buy the dip on Apple and Microsoft, or should we wait? Really good question, and let's take a look at it. Again, if you're doing dollar cost averaging, no problem. You don't give a shit. Tomorrow I buy SpyG every Thursday, just like I buy Bitcoin every week. So again, we had some Apple calls. We hit that. We're starting to hit that support of 139.01. I kind of like calls here. I'm not against it. Right now, 139 or right around 138 is a nice buy level. If you kind of want to wait for a little more of a pullback, 135 is a great level. 135 hits, I'm definitely adding some Apple. Love this company. Own it. Don't trade it. Just own it. Pretty simple. Microsoft has a little more to go. I would say 279 is not a bad level to buy. That's your 100-day moving average. I'd probably go ahead and buy some more Microsoft there. Good morning. How are Palantir levels looking with the entire market push? Oh, well, the push here. Let's look at the daily. Okay, we're now at 24.95. Keep in mind, that's right at the 50-day moving average. Look at this chop. Again, I love Palantir, but stay patient. Remember, Amazon had this for about 6 months. It is chopped since February. You stay long, you hold it. At least I am. I can only do what I'm only doing what I'm telling you. So I'm only telling you what I'm doing. Excuse me. So looking at that 21.12, I'm a buyer. Over 30 is a nice break, but again, you can see 1, 2, 3 triple top, broke, and then came back down. You have 1, 2 double bottom here, and also here if you want to take a look at inverse head and shoulders. But for the most part, you could see we broke down that level. Nothing really to do here on Palantir. I wouldn't buy on an uptick, so you just hold it. Good morning, Carlos. Oh, excuse me. NVIDIA and Facebook price to add. Let's see it. NVIDIA, I love this company. Yeah, we're right at 202 exactly. 195 isn't bad. I like 180 a little more. I think 180 is a really good level. That's way below the 100-day moving average. That was the low in July, I believe. So 180, I think, is a good level. To buy more would be 166. I have to move it up for 155. That's your 200-day. So 167, 166 is another buy level. I love NVIDIA. It's one of my core holdings. So again, fall in price, I'm all for it. And then taking a look at Facebook here, 315 is my buy level. 315. We're at 332. 15 more dollars. We'll scoop some more Facebook. Facebook is insanely profitable, guys. Look how one day of no Facebook affected everyone online. They're much needed. I kind of look at Facebook like a utility, except they don't pay dividend, but that's neither here nor there. What do you think about that $1 trillion minted coin? I think that's kind of dumb. I mean, why just a $1 trillion coin? Why not make it a $1 trillion bill or a $1 trillion gold bar? I mean, whatever. I mean, if that's what they guys want to do, that's what they want to do. I don't think it's anything special. Thoughts on SHIB? I own SHIB, which is the, oh shoot, I thought I had this here, coin tracker. Let's see if I can find coin tracker here. Here you go. It'll track my crypto portfolio. I have SHIB. I bought $1,000 worth, and I let the investment club know. We're now up 210%, which is great. 300%, I told members just sell it if you want to sell it. I told them to sell it 100 if they want to sell it, at 200 if they want to sell it. I told them if they want to take out their initial profit and let it ride, that's fine too. Again, I'm just holding it. I mean, I don't know what to expect from this name. Either it was a pure gamble and it worked out. Sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes you get lucky. Shout out to Josh. He's been pounding the table on SHIB for a while, and I finally bit the bullet and got in. Thoughts on LCID? Lucid, a very popular name here on the morning note. Everyone always asks about it. On the daily, nothing going on, guys. Really nothing going on. It's down pre-market. I mean, a break of 23, maybe some puts, but it's so wild, who knows? So again, I really don't trade that name much. Where do you focus on today? Bitcoin, big time. Bitcoin, Mara, Riot. I'm looking for a possible dip buy in the market. I think that we do bounce back on a very nice ADP number, obviously. I think that moves the market. The VIX is down, which is nice, or coming back down. So I think there's a buy dip opportunity in some tech names here in terms of calls. Microsoft, Apple, those boys should be nice as well. Take a look at financials, maybe JPM or something to fill the gap to around 168, 170 possibly. Let's see what we get. What sector stocks are you really most bullish for the holiday season? For the holiday season, I think mega cap tech does bounce back as well. Retailers is going to be tough. The only reason I say that is that we may have supply chain issues in terms of items. So again, I wouldn't be too high on Amazon for the most part. I love Amazon, but again, a lot of logistical issues, supply chain issues. So just be careful on an Amazon. If you're starting to buy now, wait for that dip. But I think Google does well. I think Apple does well. I think Microsoft's going to do fine. But usually the cyclicals, your retailers, I like Nike. I think Nike does boom. So again, they have supply chain issues, but have you seen the sneakers app? They have new sneakers every day. So okay, the demand is there, which is a lot harder to get than supply. So I like Nike the most. Of course, I'll be buying sneakers this year for Christmas. BA, let's see. BA is bouncing off the 200-day moving average. There is a gap to fill to the upside. So take a look at possible 225 calls. Let's see if we get there. Maybe a break of 222. Cross your fingers to see if we get there. Who really knows there? But again, Boeing is a wild one. Does give you a lot of opportunities. Let's see what we get. We move this to VIX. How do you figure out PT for SHIB? That's a really good question. I'm just going by how much I'm up. So again, if you want to target all-time highs, go for it. But it's a fraction of a penny. So I have 137,069,473 SHIBs. What are you going to do? I don't see this as an investment, guys. It's a pure speculation trade. Again, if you want to hold it, that's up to you. GM's Investor Day expectation. Again, General Motors, the big thing is supply chain issues. Tesla's knocking out of the park with electric vehicles. I'm not against GM or Ford. That's fine. But to me, Tesla is still the bellwether, still ahead of the game. Again, we'll see with GM. If you want to own it long term, I'm not against GM. But again, I don't expect much from their Investor Day, to be completely honest. Netflix puts, let's see it. Netflix has been moving. You can see it's at 634.20. It's starting to bounce with the market. There's a gap to fill to the upside 637. The problem with Netflix is so damn expensive to trade. So keep that in mind. Are you hearing us, Reed Hastings? Time for a stock split. Let us know. And LILM. I have no idea what LILM is. So this is an $8 stock. I have no idea. You can see it's starting to hit support on the hourly. It broke support on the hourly. And it's very ugly on the daily. So I don't know what exactly we're planning to do with it, but it doesn't look that great. All right, guys, we'll leave it there. Have a great rest of your day. Enjoy your Wednesday, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow for the morning note. Cheers.